I dabbled unknowingly into black magic in 2019. 2020.
I didn't know that's what you. I
That's,
didn't.
that's what I was going to talk about.
That's not what I was going to talk
Okay.
about. Or that's not what I was telling you I didn't want to talk about.
Okay,
I forgot
okay.
all about that. But you
Yeah.
really want to go down that route?
I just want to explain a little bit as like how I got to that point.
Go for it.
So I dabbled into black magic in 2020 unknowingly.
Give some context.
I'm going to give some context.
Of what you mean by black magic. And
Tarot
again,
cards.
I'm not involved in this. This
David.
This has nothing to do with me.
David is not involved.
Mom,
in
if
this.
you're watching, I do not do this.
So
but,
I because I'm Buddhist, and I just say I'm Buddhist, but I don't know anything about it because every religion, every philosophy warns you against this. And what I mean by black magic is tarot cards.
There you go.
Right.
Okay.
So I was so like I first got introduced to this whole tarot card reading in mid 2020, and it was such a crazy ride because fortune telling, tarot card reading is the devil's magic.
And you took it seriously whenever it was being done?
Yeah, because every single time we had a reading, which was usually 2, 3, 4 in the morning, it was accurate. It was accurate, bro.
Really?
100%. And they say that when you get, I wouldn't say the word possessed because I wasn't possessed, but when something takes over you, it becomes addicting. And because if you do something and it has gratification to it, like it works, you want to keep doing it, right?
Are you implying the tarot card reading?
Yes.
Okay.
So I did it every single day. And I'll tell you what, like,
Wait, what?
fucking crazy.
When were you doing this every single day? There?
At my house. But with,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So over the phone.
yes. 2,
So,
3,
so
4 in the
you
morning.
so you weren't actually physically doing it. It
you
was
don't need to physically be
you
there.
were engaged
I'm
in the
engaging
process
by asking the questions.
Okay.
And
So you were
that's
on the phone asking these questions to somebody.
FaceTime. So this shit is like seeing you.
Okay.
And so I became addicted because 2020 was the year that I saw more money in my entire life in 5 months than I've ever seen, ever. Like in anyone's bank account. In terms of business transactions, to me, every single day. And you knew, and I kind of told you a gist of it.
Yeah.
But disclaimer, my wife never dabbled into it and she hated me for it and she always went to bed early for it. So it was weird because I told you, in 2020, in the 5 months time frame, and my manufacturer told me about this.
About what?
Okay, so maybe I should give a little bit more context as to the business I actually went into, but I don't want to. So let's just not go into it.
Yeah. Let's.
So anyways, I went into this business and my manufacturer from China and I became really close, like super close. We'd FaceTime every night and me and my wife would literally talk every single night. We would communicate all the time because in the flow of practice, when you make a lot of business transactions, you want to make sure, especially with someone from China, you want to make sure you're on their good side. Because if you're sending them millions of dollars, they can just disappear. Right. So we wanted to be on her good side. And, you know, she was like, she even read like my fortune, like from the Buddhist perspective, like there's like essence, like,
Is it like a zodiac where it's already pre-written?
Yes, kind of.
Gotcha.
And she predicted it that like in May of 2020, all the way to October of 2020 was going to be my most successful year in my entire life. And this was in April. She was like, you're going to see more money than you ever have, but you need to be careful. And that was it. You know, like in any religion, they always like kind of give you clues and then they stop and they make you discover what it's supposed to be. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh my gosh, it came true. It was crazy, but I wasn't careful. And so this tarot card thing, I turned an amazing year of success and I went down and dug myself a hole when I shouldn't have done that because I shouldn't have tried to learn my future because destiny already has a plan, right? Destiny already has a plan for you. Your life is drawn out, in my opinion. And if you try to change that or you try to predict and find out faster, that's the devil's magic, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not like this holy guy or anything, you know what I mean? And I don't know a whole lot about this, but what I am saying is exactly what had happened to me is what a lot of people warn about.
Yeah.
You should never try to do fortune telling. And that's why when you see all these fortune tellers, there's usually in like shady shacks and shit. It's like black magic.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't want to go too far into the subject, but from my standpoint, yeah, I mean, there's one person that has that power, and it's God. And to give that ability to predict the future, read
Yeah.
someone's mind or whatever. And from my background, that only comes from one type of person. That's evil,
Yeah.
you know, and that's not of God, right? And again, I don't want to go down this whole
Like
path.
Elon Musk and shit, like
Right.
what he's trying to do, you know? Like
Do what?
Elon Musk with the Neuralink and like they register your memory and
Well, I mean,
shit.
that's a little different.
That shit kind of crazy though.
Oh, it's super crazy, but as
Yeah.
far as like playing with black magic, that's not even in the same category.
So the whole black, I mean, I won't go too far deeper into it, but the whole black magic ruined my 2021 and it brought lawsuits that aren't my fault, right? Just people that owe me a lot. Keep it at that. People owe me a lot of money and it's because I feel like I was being punished. I had so much success that I didn't know what to do with it. And it was all taken away from me because I was greedy. And that's where you speak of like this superficial, this whole thing of, you know, like an ego, right? I had such a big ego when I was at this point. I even told my sister-in-law, I told like my wife, I told my mother-in-law, I told my
You
parents.
feel invincible.
I felt fucking invincible. Like
Yeah.
when you do,
I have felt that, just not. I can't even imagine that. 'Cause I mean, again, I'm not going to go into that, but like, I remember you telling me a few things, and like the amount of numbers you were doing, and like I've done crazy numbers too,
yeah.
and it's fucking extremely overwhelming, and you
yeah,
feel
we
on top
talked
of the
about this.
world, and you think it's gonna last forever, and it doesn't. And when it doesn't, fuck, dude, it feels like the world's crumbling down.
But it also like taught me the most amazing lesson, and now I have to fight back for it, right?
And that's at least you learn something from it.
Yeah, I have to fight back for it. What's supposed to rightfully mine, and that's another subject, but what's rightfully mine. But like you say, it has taught me the most amazing life perspective. Like dude, I don't remember the last time I bought anything that I did not need.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key word. I have not bought anything that I do not need. And I've literally,
I've seen that firsthand with you.
you've
sure.
seen that, bro. Like
We tried getting a plant today, and $100 plant for Daniel was just out
in
of the
all
picture.
of 2021, in all of 2021, after learning these lessons, I mean, I'm still paying for it today, right? In all of 2021 and this year and the next few years following forth, I will never really buy anything that I do not need. Of course, like, you know, once a lot of the stuff is over, like you need to enjoy your life again, right? Because you work so hard. But I look at so many people now and I see, especially with social media, like you talk about this persona being flashy, and I see I was there, man. Like, bro, there was a period of like 2.5 years where you knew me and I was just buying cars left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at myself now and I'm just like, I was fucking stupid.